Fit fam? You're welcome back to Get Fit on Black Drum TV. And I go by the name of Brain, Mr. Hurricane. I'm back at y'all for another exciting session. All right, you're welcome back. It's still Get Fit on Black Drum TV, and I'm still your host and trainer, Brain, Mr. Hurricane. Last episode, we had a very, very exciting abdominal workout. It was very intense, I'm sure. And today, we'll be going on another exciting session of abdominals. It's going to be a little bit advanced from the last one, but it's going to be very, very exciting, and you're going to love it. So when I come back, I'll be here with two of my friends to take you on today's session. I'll be right back. All right, guys, you're welcome back to Get Fit on Black Drum TV. So right now, I got Anto and Brandon with me. We'll be doing the ab session together. But before we go, we'll be doing some stretches like we did the last time. So don't forget, this time around, let's go again. You already know, hands up, and then to the side. Back up, to the other side. And up. All right, side. And then back. Let's go. And back. All right, this time, spread your legs a little bit. So your hands down to your side this way. And then the other side. Let's go. Keep your legs straight as much as possible. And go down as much as you can. Back up. Back up. All right, so this time around, put your hands together, keep your legs straight, and then go down till your hands touch the ground. Keep it there. And then up. Let's go, another round. Back down. And up. All right, so let's twist. Your legs wide, your right hand to your left leg. Let's go. And up. Your left hand to your right leg. Keep your legs straight, and then back up. All right. So, your legs up to your knees, and then twist your knees to the side. Try to keep your balance. And then let's do it for the other leg. And down. Okay, so let's stretch the quads this way. And then the other one. All right, so I told you the last time that when you're working on your abs, you need to get your body fat low. So we're still doing a little bit of aerobics before we go into the workout proper. So let's go on high knees this way. Let's go, guys. All right, so let's go on another session of jumping jacks to get the body fat low. Let's go. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and stop. All right, so let's go into the abs workout proper. So we go down.
Hello.
So like I said, the abs workout for today would have a little bit more advancement. It's gonna be a little bit tougher, but you're gonna enjoy it all the same. So this time what we're doing is going down the toes and then your knees and toes this time. Are you ready? Let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Toes. Let's go. Knees, toes, knees, toes, knees, and toes. Let's go. Switch the legs. That's it. Let's go. So the next program we're doing is leg raises, but like I said, it's going to be a little bit more advanced. So when you raise your leg up, you lift your hips with it. So that's the twist to this workout. So let's go. We go this way and up and up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. So the next workout is supposed to target the obliques. So watch me as I do this. So you lay on your side, and then you move your legs up to your chest this way. Let's go. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then you turn to the other side.
Legendary beat. Legendary beat.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, that's good. So the next workout we're doing is planks. I know this is very tedious, but then it's very, very good workout for you. It's gonna activate your core to the fullest. So we're doing planks, and this is how you do planks. You lay on your elbow, and then engage your core. Keep your core tight, keep your abs tight. So we go in 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's it. 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, that's it. Let's take a break for a few, and then we'll be right back for another session. All right, so we're back, and this time we're doing oblique twists like we did in the last session. So just go with me, your leg raised, and then you come, touch the ground, and then twist your body with it. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, rest for a few seconds, 5 seconds, 10 seconds. It's good for you to get your strength back, and then you move on to another workout. So this time, we're doing sit-ups proper. So you go down and all the way up. All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. So, like I said, in between the sessions, in between the workouts, you can rest for a few seconds, 5, 10 seconds. It's good for you to get your strength back to move to the other one. So this time, we're still targeting the obliques. So what we're doing is, come in this position, and then you twist your body to touch your heels. So that's what we're doing, guys. You ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Woo! That was intense. Trust me when I say that was intense. If you're going with through this workout with me, I'm sure you will know that this is a very good workout for you, and you can feel it in your core, you can feel it all over your abs. That's the way to get a very, very good 6-pack abs. All right, so we're going through another session of leg kicks, up and down, alternating leg kicks. So are you ready? Let's go with me. Your hands on the back of your head, so you raise it up. So we go in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 more. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. We have one more workout to go before we end this. I'm sure you can feel it in your heart. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yeah, everybody can feel it. So what we're doing to end this is just normal hips to elbow, hips to elbow. So let's do this. We're doing this. Twist, twist, and twist. All right, let's go. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, guys. So that's it on today's session of abs workout. I'll be right back to round up the show. Thank you, Anto. Thank you, Brendan, for doing this with me. I'll see you guys soon. All right, guys, so that was an exciting abs workout from the last episode to this episode. So we're going to be rounding up for abs workout. We'll be going through another set of muscles next session. So that's it. We'll be back again next time. So don't forget, it's still Get Fit on Black Drum TV. I'm still your boy Brain, Mr. Hurricane. You can follow us on IG at official Black Drum TV. And on YouTube, it's Black Drum TV. And you can follow me on my IG handle, that's Fit with Brain, FITWITBRAIN. I'll see you guys next time. Peace and love.
Welcome to another edition of Hello Africa, brought to you by Black Drum TV. My name is Favor Aya. I like to be called Favorite. Of course, I have with me on the show BC Pelumi.
Hello, Favorite. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm good.
Well, that was like to be straight to the point. Just like let's dive in.
Well, BC will be co-hosting the show with me today. We're just going to give you a rundown of our show flow for today. We'll have our top stories. We'll also have our topics. We'll have entertainment news, sport updates, and of course, our word facts. Yeah, you can be a part of our conversation via the link in the description, and of course, you can drop your comments and be a part of our conversation as well. All right, moving on to our first top story for today.
The first top story says Naira value. Experts kick as Osinbajo seeks play of market forces.
Okay, so speaking in the midterm retreat, the vice president stated his concern about allowing the market forces to determine the value of Naira, and
he's undermining those forces, or is he stating the forces?
He's giving his own, he's advocating for them. Because, recent times the questions will already change, and they had some questions about how they were handling the market and what it was seeming like. And then aside that, they've also been making some very, I wouldn't know how to put it. I think,
for lack of a better word, just use something straightforward.
Yeah, they've been having some experts believe that the devaluation of the Naira is unnecessary. And
it is unnecessary.
Yeah, well, but
it's inevitable.
That's exactly
because with the current trajectory of what our economic decisions are, of course, and your currency is going to devalue now. Yeah.
So, they argue that the effective exchange rate, even by IMF standard, is between 4.35 to 4.40, stating that the overvaluation is less than 5%. Okay, but speaking at the midterm retreat on President Muhammad Buhari's second tenure, the vice president said the exchange rate is artificially low, and this is deterring investors from bringing foreign exchange into the country. That's just like what we just said. The economy itself doesn't even support.
Nobody's going to. But then I don't see why the foreign investors, will not want to come into the country, because we need more. They need less dollars to invest into something that is. I mean, the amount of dollars they bring is going to yield more Naira. Do you understand? So it's not like I see that we're the ones being shortchanged there. If we need to do something monumental, we have to spend more Naira to be able to convert to fewer dollars. Do you understand? That's what's killing our Naira. So moving on to our second top story. This one is breaking news. Chidinma pleads not guilty to the murder of late Usifo Ataga.
Oh, well, still on the story about the death of the Super TV CEO. Sadly, initially, Chidinma confessed to committing the crime. The 22-year-old confessed to committing the crime, but then in recent hearings at the court, she pled not guilty.
And I've been a legal advisor.
Of course, who else would be
counsel was an advisor here.
But then, so I would just read through the key suspects in the murder case were arraigned before Justice Yetunde Adesanya of the Lagos State High Court, sitting at Tafewa Balewa Square. Both suspects pled not guilty to 8 counts bordering on the offenses of murder, forgery, and stealing. Chidinma's sister, of course, who happens to be the second person, Ibuchi Chioma, was also arraigned as an iPhone 7 belonging to the late Ataga was seen or recovered from her. Then, I just hope that proper justice is carried out on this case.
Well, the way it's going, it's looking like one of those cases that happen in the country, and then after a while it just dies down. Exactly. All right. So the next top story: Pandora Papers. CISLAC urges federal government to probe Obi, Oyetola, and others.
Oh well, very disturbingly, I think the very bottom line of this is just what we've kept talking about. You can't point out people who you feel have committed crimes, or you can't be trying to fetch out people who committed crimes and not probe them for their crimes.
And what's the point of
Yeah,
releasing
what's the
their
point
name
of
or
releasing-
suggesting
yeah,
to go after people if
exactly.
you're not actually going to take
but then
legal
I'm just-
actions or lawful actions
Yeah.
against them?
So the Civil Society Legislative Advocacy Center, a human rights organization, on Monday faulted the silence of the President Major General Muhammad Buhari over the Pandora Papers scandal, describing it as worrisome. The organization said the scandal has cast aspersions on government's wars against corruption in Nigeria. The executive director and representative of Transparency International Nigeria, OWAL, Musa Rafsanjani, I do hope I'm right with that.
I'm pretty sure you're not, but it's fine.
But that's correct, Rafsanjani. Speaking under the aegis of CISLAC, said this during a press conference in Abuja. According to him, the federal government must take urgent steps in investigating every person exposed and implicated in the report, irrespective of their political affiliation, which we totally agree. We do hope that they will be able to take actions with these persons, just like they've mentioned a few sponsors on the Bandits and...
Yeah, but then what's even the gist about? We didn't hear anything after they mentioned the names of the sponsors of terrorism.
Yeah,
in
that's
the
the
country.
point. That's what we're driving at right now. So
If-
after
if
mentioning
you're going
the names,
to
if you're
mention
not going
names,
to take
let's
actions,
take
then
actions, or at least confirm the names if they're false or if they're,
if they are
they're
actually
legit or
responsible
legitimate.
for
Exactly.
the crimes, yeah.
All right, so this next one says, Customs seizes 1,000 jerrycans of fuel meant for bandits. Excuse me? Bandits have fuel supply?
Now they have fuel supply. You
They
can
have
imagine we
sponsors.
have sponsors.
They have fuel supply.
Yeah.
They have what else?
Food.
Food. They have ammunition. It's like a community. It's like they have their own community.
Oh, well, let me just read through it. Of course, Katsina State Area Command of the Nigerian Customs Service has seized over 1,000 jerrycans of fuel being taken to bandits in the forest.
That's a lot.
That's quite a lot, yeah.
What are they using? Okay, to fuel their trucks, their cars, their
Can you
generators.
imagine? Of course, the Nigerian Customs Service acting controller in the state, Dahawada Chide, disclosed this during the community consultative forum organized by the command to enlighten the residents on the statutory responsibility of customs in nation building. Of course, when things like this happen, I'm forced to question how these people are able to, they know where these things are coming from and where they are going to, but they don't take the actions. If you're able to find out,
they know
how,
the origin. Sorry to quote you. They know the origin of the action. They know the endpoints of the result of the action. So they now come in and the safety of the middle.
okay,
Do
so
you understand? Because for you to know that bandits are using 1,000, you must have known that obviously they are using fuels before, right?
if you were able to pinpoint the fact that those fuels were
for
going to the
bandits.
bandits, where did you get the information? Why not?
How long
track
have you had the
yeah.
information? How long have you been? Have you not
Been
taken
keeping
any
track
action?
on, yeah, and then
on
you've not
such
taken any
information?
actions, yeah. So
If we say if we start questioning a lot of things like this, we'll just end up being frustrated and not get anywhere. All right, so the last top story for the first half of the top story segment: Boko Haram Escapees. Zulum receives 6 girls, pregnant schoolgirl, 9 children.
it's very interesting how the first 5 sets of stories are just awkwardly
Uncomfortable.
uncomfortable, exactly. But then this one says Borno State Governor Babangana Umar Zulum has received another set of 9
Why
girls,
are they saying received like as if they gave them
like
to,
they've been coming.
like,
Okay, so 9 girls that escaped from Boko Haram captivity. They came with 9 children. With
each one of
the
them
gir-
had a child
with one of the girls 8-month pregnant.
for a second child.
So, Commissioner for Women Affairs, Hajia Zuwaria Gambo, presented the escaped girls aged between 20 to 25 years to the governor. She told the governor the victims ran away from Boko Haram custody at Bunin Yadi, axis of Yobe State, and trekked through Sambisa Forest for about 6 hours before they were rescued by security operatives.
They were not rescued, they were found. It's not like as if they went there, stormed the camp of the enemy, carried out some tactical operation, and then rescued these girls. They were not rescued. They found them. That found self is still giving them compliments. I'm not demeaning the actions of our military. I'm just saying that we should just call things as they are.
Okay.
All right? And also, what I want to say is, it's so sad that, the campaign of Bring Back Our Girls that started a couple of years back has now turned to Bring Back Our Women, because those girls are now ladies. Most of them are pregnant. They're mothers now.
Well, that was a couple of years back. The funny thing about this story and why it drew my attention was the girls were kidnapped last year.
These ones were kidnapped last year.
2020. That was when these girls were abducted, of course.
Jesus.
And within the space of 2020 and 2021 is not even over, these ladies already have the bettered 9 children, interestingly. And these children are grown up. In the pictures, we can see the children are looking above 1 year.
First
So
of
I
all,
don't understand. Is it that the bandits or the Boko Haram terrorists went to their houses prior the kidnap and impregnated them against the kidnap, then went on with the kidnap for these girls? Because
what I'm even angry
the
about
stories
is,
are just contradicting.
if indeed the terrorists are responsible for the pregnancies of these girls, I thought they were Islamic extremists. Doesn't their religion kick against forcefully having your way with another lady, or what's it called now? Is it fornication now, or adultery?
Well, these questions are questions that are just flying in the air, because the country has put us in a position where we see anything and just accept it. We take it.
What's even going through my mind now is the kind of therapy if they actually get therapy, that these ladies need to go through to come out of the ordeal of being kidnapped, of being an early mother. Do you understand? Like, there's just so many moving parts, and it's just really a sad thing.
Anyways, we'll take a break now, and when we get back, of course, we'll continue with the other half of our top stories. Hello, Africa. My name is Favor. Of course, I have BC in the house.
Wow, for the first time, my name is Favor Aya, but I like to be called Favor. You didn't complete that. That's interesting. It's good. Yep, I get it. I get it.
All right, so we're just dealing with our top stories, and we're moving on to the next half of our top stories. This one says UK schools say anti-vax campaigners are confronting parents and children and sending threatening messages.
Okay, so first off, when I saw this headline, I was like,
Practical
anti-vax.
white.
I thought Africans were the ones, or let me rephrase, I thought blacks or Africans were the ones suspicious of the vaccine.
No.
Only for me to discover that even the first world countries or the developed countries still have people who are
the fact that
who don't trust.
there are people who still have their religious reservations about
There's
the vaccine.
religions. There are some people who, it's not even religion, they don't even just trust the vaccine.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I have white friends who have not taken. They are refusing to take.
Have you
the vaccine.
taken your vaccine?
No, I haven't.
But
Of
you
which I
plan to.
doubt I want to.
Anyway, so this story is about people saying that schools should not, enforce children to take the vaccine, right? So there are a lot of campaigners going on here and there, and parents are like, okay, you know what? If I don't want my child to take the vaccine, you can't tell them that you can't obligate them to take the vaccine. And the school is torn between obeying the government and also respecting the wishes of the parents of their pupils. So here's what the statement of one of the schools made. We would like to reiterate that the school's role is to host a vaccination team. Okay. We have not expressed a view on whether or not children should be vaccinated, as this is a decision to be made by families. Our priority remains the well-being of our students, and we are doing our best to support those that are upset. So at some point, there's a lot of, I think, like 3 different opinions: the school, the government, and of course the parents and the students. So at some point, they're going to have to just like come to a conclusion.
There's no conclusion they are coming to that they've not already seen. At this point, schools are saying, if you take the vaccine, fine. If you don't, it's not a problem.
Yeah, but they just want it to be voluntary, and that's
Of course, our next story: China and India face a deepening energy crunch.
Yeah, this one has to do with 2 of Asia's largest economies, right? Racing to contain a worsening energy decline situation. Let me just read this quote. China is trying to assuage concerns about skyrocketing prices as its major, coal mining hubs grapple with heavy rains and deadly accidents. Remember, it was the time we covered some story about was it an earthquake or a flood that collapsed a mine at some point? Yeah. A coal mine rather, and deadly accidents, problems that are compounding efforts to address power shortages. Some leaders in India, meanwhile, are warning that key regions, including the capital, New Delhi, could face a power crisis as the cost of electricity rises, even as the central government says the country has enough coal supplies to meet demand. Basically, demand for energy is rising, and then the supply is reduced because coal mining facilities where they burn up all of these fossil fuels to generate energies in decline because of heavy rainfall. It's because of weather, rainfall, flooding.
It's affected.
It has affected the supply chain.
All right. Well, moving on. This one says authorities to provide more details on Gabby Petito's final autopsy report.
Yeah, we're supposed to have an update of this by the end of, of Tuesday or early of this morning. But basically, you remember the whole story now?
Yeah,
she went traveling with her fiance at some point. Is it fiance or boyfriend?
Not fiance.
It was fiance. No, it was fiance. They were in a romantic relationship.
Okay.
I think he proposed at some point, and he came back, but she didn't.
She didn't come back.
The first half.
I remember the story.
Yeah.
It's not fiance.
It's fiance. I am certain it's fiance.
Oh well, moving on.
And they found her body eventually. Then they discovered that it was a homicide and not a missing case. A missing person case rather. And now they are the director of is it the FBI? Not the director of the FBI, the coroner. Yeah, the county coroner. That's the person in charge of the autopsy. Dr. Brent Blue set to discuss conclusions of the autopsy to actually tell us the cause of death. Exactly. Yeah.
All right, that's with that story. And then moving on to the next, it says Catholic Church abused survivors told that Vatican cannot be sued in European courts. Take them to other courts then.
Yeah, about that. So, how...
It's a very disturbing story. Very,
trust
very
me,
troubling.
It is. First of all, the Vatican has a silence policy on sex abuse and some other things, right? Okay. And secondly, courts, Europe is predominantly a Catholic kind of continent. Yeah. Do you understand? Fine, they have other religions, but it's predominantly kind of Catholic continent. So, but I'm not saying anything is spooky there, but yet, let me just read this. The Vatican cannot be sued in European courts because it is a sovereign state. The European Court of Human Rights ruled Tuesday, that's yesterday, in dismissing a suit from survivors of abuse by Catholic clergy. It was the European Court of Human Rights' first case to deal with the immunity of the Holy See, the court said. A group of 24 Belgian, French, and Dutch abuse survivors tried to sue. They've been suing for a while. Yeah. Unfortunately, they've all been getting the same response, like, Vatican cannot be sued in European court. It's a lot of mixed incidents and happenings. I don't want to. I think we'll just touch it more on our topic, but a lot of things are happening.
All right, moving on. Supreme Court to hear arguments for Kentucky abortion case on Tuesday.
Yeah, the Supreme Court appeared inclined on Tuesday to allow a Kentucky Republican Attorney General step in to defend a controversial state abortion law after the state's Democratic governor declined to continue doing so, right?
Yeah.
At issue in the case is a law that restricts a standard second trimester abortion method known as dilation and evacuation that is used after 15 weeks of pregnancy. It was signed into law in 2018 but has so far been blocked by the courts. I think this one is even nice because it's better than okay, this one I can agree that it should be. I mean, if you know you're keeping a pregnancy to 15 weeks, just go ahead and keep the child. You don't need to start doing the dilation and evacuation kind of thing. But hey, it's more of a Democratic leader, Republican battle between both parties.
All right.
At some point, I hope they come to a reasonable conclusion. And
well, we'll take another break, and when we get back, we'll move on to our entertainment stories. Welcome back. Of course, it's Hello Africa. My name is Favor. I like to be called Favorite. And of course, with me on the show is BC Pelumi. We've had our first part of our show.
Our top stories.
The top stories. Moving on now, we'll go on to our entertainment gist. Be a part of our conversation. Join in via the link in the description. You could just drop your comment. And of course, we'll treat carefully. This one says DC Comics confirmed the new Superman character is bisexual. BC, what's with the reaction?
See, I'm a DC fan, right?
Okay.
And when I saw
this right here,
this right here for me is enough. You have gone too far.
It's very unnecessary.
Very unnecessary. But
if
I like
they were going
the
to
fact
make a change to the story, I felt they should have gone another way.
No, I think this one is good. Don't touch the main Clark Joseph Kent. Superman, you can touch his son. I don't care about his son, but don't touch the icon Man of Steel. It's Superman and Lois Lane. Superman and Lois Lane. Clark Kent and Lois Lane. Not Clark and Jake. Not Clark and Dave. It's Clark Kent and Lois Lane. Let's leave it like that.
Moving on, this one says IG dancer Jane Mena sues Tonto DK for 500 million naira.
You see, the way they call out amounts of money to sue people these days, I think I need to sue someone. I want to sue too. I want to sue.
These ones have been having their way the
I
entire
think it started
week,
with
disturbing
that
the
Boko
internet from
sex tape and a lot of other things like that.
Sex tape scandal and saying he has a sex tape. That's up to them to solve their problems. We do hope they are able to resolve whatever clashes they are having.
I'm not
Someone
so
is
sure,
definitely getting richer though.
Yep, someone is cashing out and someone is getting more attention.
Father of Wizkid's baby mama calls the music star his son-in-law. Of course, recent times we've heard how Wizkid's manager, who happens to be the last baby mama for Wizkid, her dad has been commending the artist Wizkid for his good work. And has been giving him some really good comments. But in recent time, he called him his son-in-law. He took to a post on his Instagram, wishing his daughter and wishing her some good looks and good wishes, and also sending his love to Wizkid and calling him his son-in-law. I feel like that's quite a very fast move.
That's like check. Not a checkmate, but it's a check.
Oh well, moving on. This one says actress Foluke Daramola Salakor's husband denies reports their marriage has crashed. So I honestly feel like people should stop coming on the internet to say all manner of things.
I know, right? Like verify your story, verify your sources.
So, well, Salakor's husband came online and made a post stating that he and his wife are doing well, and at the moment he made the post, they were currently having lunch or dinner together at home. People should stop coming online to make all sorts of claims about them.
Unverified claims.
Sadly. Moving on to the next round of our top of our entertainment news.
All right, this one is about one of favorites or favorites. That sounded wrong. Favorite Nigerian artist, an international artist now, by the way.
Yeah.
There's no more true love, and it breaks my heart. Burna Boy shares how Squid Game movie relates to real life, and I don't fault Burna Boy. A lot of people have shared the same opinion with him. I don't fault Burna Boy because basically, if you look at life now and you look at the human race, we are a self-centered, selfish lot. Sometimes when I look at how far we would go to just ensure that our own desires are met, I begin to question why God actually loves us. Like, I'm like, excuse me, have you seen what we can do? Especially when it comes to, as in, there's no family and friends no more. It's all about how an individual can survive.
Okay, yeah.
Just that if push comes to shove, a father would deny his family.
Exactly.
If push comes to shove, a mother could deny her family. Kids, I've seen. I don't want to go into the numerous strange, bizarre cases that has occurred all in the pursuit of money. Like, how did we get here? Where did we miss it?
I'm going to cut you. It's okay. The questions will not end today. Drake throws race car themed 4th birthday party for son Adonis.
Happy belated birthday to Adonis. It was worth it. 4 years old. Hey, race car theme. Hey, that can do that.
Anyways, our general is rich. Reactions as Per confirms he spent over 4 million naira to get his teeth done.
Yeah, in an interview, Per confirmed that he spent over $10,000 to get his dentition done. And of course, some people believe, some people are like, can be. But hey, if you have to spend 4 million naira on your teeth,
that's it. It would be buried separately.
Yep.
Okay, this one says Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Baker continue PDA test in PDA first in Disneyland. I want your score. Okay,
so Kourtney and Travis, you know, they're not shy of showing their love for one another in public, right? So at some point, you know, I think she was lying down with her legs wrapped around him or something, and they were eating maybe candy or so, I think. I can't really remember. Okay. So that prompted Travis, you know, to go up on his Instagram profile and then tag this and says, you know, I want your score. Like, okay, if that's how romantic words go, all right, fine. You want your score, okay?
Okay, well, that's it. This one says reality star White Money lands in hospital weeks after winning BB Niger's show.
As soon as I saw this, I'm like, they've come again.
Of course, he has to land in the hospital. He's not getting a rest.
He's not exactly. Imagine but that was what happened. Because in my mind, I was like, what village is this? Did he say he's from again? Why did they have to go after him now? But thank God he won first. But then I read the story and it was just, you know, making his media rounds, doing an interview. He needs rest.
Sit back and relax.
And I don't think he's even getting enough rest because even from the picture, you can see his phone is beside his hand. Like,
I do hope he would get some rest and recover.
They should remove his phone from him. Rest. Like, your phone would stay where it is. Someone else can handle your social media account. Just get good rest and recharge. Be cool.
All right, that's it with our entertainment news. We'll take a break, and when we get back, of course, we'll move on to our sports update with Basic Bellamy. Stay.
So it's Hello Africa. If you're just joining us, you've missed our top stories, our entertainment segment, but not to worry. We have the sport updates and, of course, a very brief but yet important topic and the interesting parts, the word facts. If you want to be a part of this conversation, you can use the link in the description. My name is APC Pelumi, simply BC, and I'll be running you through our sports updates. Let's go. Germany becomes first nation to qualify for 2022 FIFA World Cup after host Qatar. Germany becomes first team to qualify for 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar. Germany has qualified after defeating Macedonia 4-0 on Monday to book the World Cup spot in style. Anthony Joshua mocked following his 2017 post against WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua had hit out at Tyson Fury back in 2017 when the Briton told his compatriots to get fit, having branded him fat. Joshua was criticized by fans as well as Fury after he appeared to have delayed his unification bout with the then WBC champion Deontay Wilder. Joshua's old post is currently making the rounds on social media following the Gypsy Kings win over Bronze Bomber last Sunday. Bruce takes Newcastle training as he edges towards exit. Steve Bruce takes training on Tuesday morning alongside coach Jones. Without a replacement for Bruce lined up, it is likely that Jones will be asked to take charge of the team for Sunday's match against Tottenham, while the new ownership search for a new manager. Edwards set to face Masvidal in grudge match at UFC 269. Birmingham's Leon Edwards is set to meet George Masvidal in grudge match at UFC 269 later this year. There has been bad blood between their pairs since a backstage altercation in 2019. And lastly, Murray Raducanu's defeat just a little bump. Emma Raducanu's defeat in her first match since winning the US Open was a little bump, fellow Brighton Andy Murray said, backing the 18-year-old to deal with expectations and disappointment in a mature way. Qualifier Raducanu did not drop a set in 10 matches en route to the title at Flushing Meadows last month, but lost 6-2, 6-4 on Friday to Alexandra Sansanovic in the second round of the Indian Wells tournament in California. What happened in New York was obviously incredible, but in tennis and sports, it doesn't just go in upward direction all the time. Former world number one Murray told reporters. There's always little bumps and stuff along the way. It's just a little bump, but I think pretty much everyone was sort of expecting that as well. I don't think it's anything unexpected, to be honest. And that's a wrap on our sports updates. We'll be resuming now with our very short but important topic and, of course, our weird facts. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us. So Africa, it's time for our important yet very short and very brief topic. And of course, Favor Aya, who likes to be called Favorite, has joined me back on the show. Favorite, how are you doing?
I'm good.
Okay, that was straightforward.
Okay, so of course, moving on to our topic for today. Now, Catholic Church abuse survivors told that Vatican cannot be sued in European court, religion versus the law.
Yeah, religion versus the law. So really, my question is, fine, Vatican is a sovereign state, we get that. But why is it that the other courts also are saying the same thing and cannot? Why can't even the European Court of Human Rights take legal actions?
You know, it's a the crime of
sexually abusing a minor.
Abuse is a very punishable one, a minor at that. So having to cop this under some certain principle or sovereign whatever is the fact. That's the very disturbing thing about this now, and that's where I'm coming from. The fact that it is sexual abuse brings us to
of minors.
Yeah, of minors brings us to the fact that some crimes should be excused from their sovereign or
some
whatever.
Crimes against humans should
humans
transcend
beyond
geographical territories.
Yeah, they should be able to have proper judgment carried out or justice given served to these people, because to even think the gender this is happening to,
I know, right?
I'm
Let me read this for you.
perplexed.
Last week,
Yeah.
a report found that France's Catholic clergy sexually abused an estimated 216,000 minors over the past 7 decades, over the past 70 years, and that the church had prioritized the protection of the institution over victims who were urged to stay silent. The number of abused minors rises to an estimated 330,000 when including victims of people who were not clergy but had other links to the church, such as Catholic schools and youth programs. According to the report, between 2,900 and 3,200 abusers were estimated to have worked in the French Catholic Church between 1950 and 2020, out of a total of 115,000 priests and other clerics,
Wow.
the report found.
Now look at these numbers.
They're staggering and unencouraging at all.
If and to think in all these numbers, with all these numbers, no proper justice
Action,
is served
nothing has
or
been-
action has
as
been
in-
taken. That is why it keeps increasing. So are they saying some of these things are welcomed in a certain religion or parastatal, and then in the other ones it's not accepted, it's highly punishable? It makes it unfair.
Right now, it's starting to seem like they are bearing a lot of all of this abuse under, heaps and heaps of paperwork.
Yeah.
To just keep it silent, because I remember from this report they said that the Vatican has a silent policy sort of that they usually implement over, a silence policy that they usually implement. So they just try to keep their victims quiet, keep the whole thing quiet. But now my question is, sexually abusing any person is a violation of that person's human right to
and
freedom
it's highly
of choice.
punishable. Yeah.
It's highly punishable. So I feel like the international courts and the I think should I say the International Criminal Court now, or the international community,
human rights
and human rights
activists and all of
community
them,
should come out and tell each other, no religion should be above the law. And it's the same thing with it's not just Catholics now. It's the same thing with
the Sharia
people, the Islam.
Yeah.
No religion is above human rights.
Human rights.
No religion should supersede human rights. At the point where religion becomes
a barrier to punishment,
or at the point where
declaring
religion
justice.
starts infringing on any human right at all, it's no longer a religion. It has become a movement that has become illegal.
Yeah.
And should carry, should face the full weight of the law. But either ways,
let's hear from people in the streets what they think.
yeah, I think we should take this to the streets and
because
listen to
people
people's
really
opinions.
don't. I don't think people would welcome this, and lots of people keep quiet. The silence that is surrounded around this is what is very alarming.
I just hope we get a Catholic to respond to this. I want to see and
What
hear
their
what is
reactions
exactly.
Yeah. All right, that's it with our topic. Of course, we'll bring more of it to you and to your screens shortly, or sometime really soon, as we intend to take it to the streets and hear from people what they think about it.
Yep.
Well, we're just going to move on straight ahead to the word facts for today.
You want to take the first one, favorite?
All right, so the first one says sleeping in a cold room can help you slim down. Yeah, that's quite interesting.
Why would I wait? What the cold room that's coming to my mind now is where they store cartons of turkeys and fish. Why would anybody want to sleep inside there?
Well, I'm not about to read through how the process happens, but some things are just very weird.
All right, let's go to the next one. You'll yawn more often than you eat breakfast. Over the course of a lifetime, you'll yawn approximately 250,000 times. According to one expert on the subject, if you live, there's an expert on yawning.
Yes, there are some very involuntary actions.
If you live to 70, that's about 10 yawns per day. Do I yawn that much?
Okay.
I mean, I know someone.
I know people who eat more than 10 times per day. So
What?
Yeah, so they probably will be matching their yawns.
10 times per you eat more than 10 times per day. That's a lot, bruv.
You can't breathe and swallow simultaneously.
Obviously.
It's because the food and fluids we swallow and the air we breathe in both travel down. Okay, the air we breathe in both travel down the same path of our throat. That's good. All right, so this one says snow.
Snow is a terrible way
Yeah.
to stay hydrated. Yeah, it is. I've seen Bear Grylls mention this at some point. When it comes to snow, it's water everywhere, but not a drop to drink. It requires a lot of energy for your body to convert something from a solid to a liquid, and while snow will provide a tiny amount of hydration, it will also lower your body temperature in the process, making you more prone to hypothermia. So what Bear Grylls recommended is if you find yourself surrounded by snow, stranded, and you're thirsty, try and pee right inside your bottle and then drink your pee. It's warmer. It's to keep you more hydrated. And why are you giving me that weird look?
No, because you're saying things you would like to do when you're...
Nope. Why will I
since
be
you have,
stranded, surrounded by snow?
You will. You don't have any plans of traveling?
I do have plans of traveling to different places with the appropriate gear and with the appropriate tour guide. Not going there by myself, jumping out of an airplane and skydiving. But just in case you find yourself there, please, guys, don't take the snow. The amount of energy your body will use to convert the solid to liquid will make you lose body heat faster, and then, so just drink your urine. Or if you see an animal's blood.
BC, thank you for your...
An animal's blood is warmer.
For your lecture. Blue cheese can change your dreams. Having strange dreams, it's time to skip the blue cheese on your salad, according to research from the British Cheese Board.
There's a cheese board?
Yeah. Eating the blue cheese is particularly associated with vivid dreams.
Two things. I'm trying to imagine a kid tell his mom, "Mom, when I grow up, I'd like to be a member of the cheese board." White people have good jobs, though. And then what about all of us that, we don't eat cheese, but we have weird dreams? What do we take out of our menu?
Yeah, I'm sure there's some local food we have here in Nigeria that also does that.
Pretty sure it's all the food.
Okay, playing dance music, electronic dance music can help ward off mosquitoes, according to one 2019 study published in journal Acta Topica. Well, that's it for that place anyway.
But maybe it's the foreign mosquitoes.
Yeah, exactly.
Not the ones here.
Not the ones we have.
The ones here will dance, they will vibe to it, they will tune to it, and then they'll suck your blood. Okay, so those metal studs on your jeans have a name and a purpose. These rivets, according to Levi Strauss & Co., are placed on certain spots to add extra support when the denim is more likely to wear out and rip.
Interesting. Okay, I'm not going to read all of this, but then it says pogonophobia is the fear of beards. I think that's what's BC's problem currently. You probably know your
shots fired. Wow. Okay, please. You are definitely going to read this finish. You are reading all of this. You can't start. No, you are reading all of this.
Could you let me land at least?
Land.
You probably
I prefer you crash, but land. Go on.
I mean,
it's fine.
Pogonophobia is the fear of beards. You probably know your fair share of men who sport some sort of facial hair. I mean, sports is different from having a full...
Wow. I intend to keep this style like this.
Okay, yeah, that's always...
No, it's not a fear.
But then it's good. Let me just finish. But if you suffer from pogonophobia, the fear of beards, then you would rather avoid them. And it turns out this fear could be justified. Accepted. A 2018 study published in the journal European Radiology suggests that beards contain significantly higher amounts of bacteria than dogs do.
Yep. Do not come near me. Do not hug me. Do not shake me. Keep your bacteria to yourself.
Excuse, yeah, I understand.
No, it's not a perfect excuse. It's the truth. You are more bacteria-filled than a dog.
Okay.
And I would like to stay clear of any bacteria lurking in that jungle of yours.
I do hope you would come over. You get over this pogonophobia.
I'll probably have bacteria, antibacterials for the beards and all of that. Okay, so this one says a frigate bird can sleep while it flies. Frigate birds can sleep while flying. That's because they can snooze while using only one hemisphere of the brain at a time, according to a 2016 study published in the journal Nature Communication. You see, this is why I get jealous of animals.
All these people studying all these things, and we're just here studying physics and chemistry. And that's the point I'm even concerned with, because we just study some very awkward things, and we're never studying things like this.
I'm starting to be jealous of
animals.
Have
you studied anything ever? Do you have a particular thing, maybe about food, amala, anything that
I say like in depth into something?
Yeah, something.
I studied stocks one time, investments at a point.
Were you able to generate something out of your study?
The question is study. This is did I practice? Those are two different questions.
Okay.
All right. So choose one. Which one are you asking? Study or practice?
Whatever you studied, I'm sure it's what already existed. So move on. Just
Okay.
move
All right. FGHIJK. That small mark you make over a lowercase I and a lowercase j is called a title. It's like a combination of words tiny and little, since it's an itty bitty dot.
Okay, no problems. That's how weird it is. That's why it's a weird fact.
Just call it dots.
Yeah, that's it for
The
today's
dots
show.
you put on your alphabets. Dots saves everybody stress. What's with title?
DC, thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. All right, thank you for joining us on today's episode of Hello Africa. It's been amazing holding the show down with all of you, our awesome viewers. And Favor, who likes to be called Favorite, thank you for doing justice to, co-hosting the show. You've done a good job. Get rid of the bacteria in your beards, and you'll be fine. You'll be good. Until our next episode, stay safe, wear a nose mask, get vaccinated if you're not. My name is Adebisi Kwelumi, simply BC.
Of course, here's me wishing you the rest of the week a productive one. And I do hope you would be able to find something good out of it. My name is Favor. I like to be called Favorite. See you again sometime.